I feel very, 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 very sad that yesterday the president lost the opportunity to rally the nation. He was supposed to present the State of the Nation address and not the State of COVID address to the people of Ghana. What the president did yesterday was to blame COVID for everything and exonerate himself. That is what the president did yesterday. But unfortunately, for the president, we would debate the State of the Nation and we'll set the record straight. And I want to set the record straight from following on from what the Deputy Majority Leader said. He said that President Mahama said he cannot reduce electricity. Deputy Majority Leader, you might want to check the archives. What you said is completely false. In June 2016, we reduced electricity tariffs by 50%. That is a fact. Mr. Speaker, we can have our own sets of opinion. Mr. Speaker, I quote from another source. President John Dramani Mahama has been commended for taking a bold and excellent initiative in reducing the much criticized electricity tariff. Source, Ghana Business News, that is one. Two, Ghana News Agency. Mr. Speaker, we speak with facts. On this side of the house, we speak with facts. We just don't argue. And so when I point the facts to you, what you have to do is to contravene these facts with facts. I've given the source, I've given the dates, and I've given the media houses. When it comes to the electricity sector, Mr. Speaker, this same government, and I'll quote again, Mr. Speaker, everything I say, I'll give the source. Running mate to the flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, has said that President John Dramani Mahama and the National Democratic Congress administration deserve no credit for solving the energy crisis known in local parlance as Dumso. This is John Bawumia. This is not John Dramani Mahama. This is not John Jinapor. This is Dr. Bawumia in 2016 saying that even though President John Dramani Mahama has solved the Dumso problem, he will not give him credit. And I have the video of Dr. Bawumia, not just the media report, the video. At least you can deny media report, video. Unless you tell me that Dr. Bawumia is not credible. Unless you tell me that Dr. Bawumia believes in double standard. Unless you tell me that today's vice president is not somebody you can trust. It's not somebody you can place premium on. He must be consistent. And you people must be consistent. If the vice president in 2016 himself verbally told the people of Ghana that President Mahama has indeed fixed Dumso, he has no business, and the president has no business standing before Parliament and peddling such unsubstantiated allegation that he inherited Dumso. Go and check the records on the PURC. Go and check the records from GRICO, and you will realize that in the whole of 2016, we never declared load shedding. You can't concoct your own stories, fabricate your own facts, and come and stand here and misrepresent same, and think that we on the side of the NDC would buy your concocted stories. It will not wash today, it will not wash tomorrow. And let me put it on record, and this is incontrovertible evidence, that by the time we were leaving office, we had comprehensively, holistically solved the problem of Dumso that we inherited as a government. That is a fact. And the records speak for themselves. Tell me, then when did you solve Dumso? If you inherited Dumso, which day did you solve Dumso? You tell us. If you inherited Dumso, tell us when you solved it. Which month, which year? Because there can only be a terminal point. If you indeed inherited Dumso, you must tell us that by January or February 2018 or 2017, you resolved Dumso. This issue of inheritance of Dumso can only be a figment of the imagination of people who do not understand the energy sector And as far as I remain the ranking member, I will not allow this false narrative to continue without it being challenged. Mr. Speaker, it is clear that in just less than 1 year, and I mean less than 1 year, in less than 1 year, this government has increased electricity tariffs by 80%. If you don't know, let us tell you. So this your story that you have reduced electricity tariffs is meaningless. And you've had to reduce it because in the finance minister's own statement, and I refer to page 8, paragraph 53, the IMF has compelled him, this government, that you should go and increase electricity tariffs because the tariffs are not reflective. It's in his own statement, he admitted it. Not only that, he admitted that as part of prior approval, they had to publish the COVID report. And when you go and commit to the IMF that you will publish the COVID report, and indeed it is published, you then turn around after bashing from the public to say that the Auditor General shouldn't have published the report. When you were signing that agreement with the IMF, you didn't know that it was obligatory. And I refer you to paragraph 53. Everything I say here, in Chi, Utumria, everything I say, Mr. Speaker, I give the document, I give the page, and even go to the extent of giving the paragraph. And if it becomes necessary, in that paragraph, even the line, I will tell you whether it's line 3, line 2, or line 4. That is how you debate, Mr. Speaker, and not to come with all kinds of fictitious statements. Mr. Speaker, when it comes to access rate, and I want to deal with the energy sector quickly before I come to the economy, we increased access rate from 50 to 80%. President Akufo-Addo has only increased it from 80 to 88%. Mr. Speaker, in the petroleum sector, we, by the time we're leaving office, handed over 3 oil fields to this government. This government has not been able to add even one. President Akufo-Addo will go down in history as the only president who added nothing to the petroleum sector in 8 years. You came here with the ACE deal. It has failed. AGM has withdrawn from the ACE deal. Just this week, AGM announced that that ACE deal, they will no longer go by it. You came here with the ExxonMobil deal. We told you to be careful. You wouldn't listen. That one too has failed. ExxonMobil issued a statement in 2021 and said that they are no longer interested in this country. What record do you have in the energy sector? And you have the audacity, the temerity, the impudence to come and stand here and tell us that you've done something in the energy sector. Mr. Speaker, where is that achievement?